The following podcast may be explicit. Shedcast presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Welcome to Part 2, Session 5 of the Dungeons & Dragons Starter Set Adventure Podcast. Thanks for coming back to hear how Bree, Ferrus, Thor, and Sir Moss fare within the hideout of the Redbrand Ruffians. As Mickie, JJ, Kurt, Mike, and Joe get us started, enjoy the podcast.
If only that worked all the time. All right, we're back. We're back with the characters in the Redbrand Hideout. We have just defeated 2 Redbrand ruffians in the prison area, and we have 2 women and a boy in the cells nearby. I'm Joe. I'm the Dungeon Master for the starter set here. We have Mickie, JJ, Kurt, and Mike, and we're just going to jump right back into the action here.
I think this is Mike, Sir Walter Moss, and I think I will search the bodies, preferably
Of the 2 women.
No, of the Redbrands, so
Okay.
hopefully they have keys to the cell.
Well,
or
he's doing that. I'm
something?
going to, just nobody worry. Everyone calm down. Ladies, please. We're here to help.
Yeah. And while Bree does that, I might ask the Dungeon Master whether or not he wants to award any XP for killing the ruffian so I can keep track of it.
I will hold off on the experience to
Okay.
see how you treat the prisoners.
All right, cool.
It is
Gently
a combination
and kindly.
experience
Sure,
here. So we had there was a mention, I believe, from Greg, the captive
Greg.
Redbrand ruffian who got an arrow to the knee,
Mm-hmm.
and he had mentioned something about the women that were being held captive near the undead. If you guys don't remember that, it was in our previous sessions. Well, guess where you are now? The women being held captive near the undead. It is a quest that you guys did not have. So for the sake of filling out the sheet there, Kurt, if you want to put the side quest in there of Myrna's heirloom, M-I-R-N-A, heirloom. And we'll go with that. So you have now, they will greet you. So Myrna Dendrar and her 2 teenage children, 13-year-old Nars and 18-year-old Nilsa. They were the ones captured a few days ago when the Redbrands murdered her husband. Now, she tells you her husband was murdered and taken down into the hideout at the same time they were. He was murdered. His body is probably somewhere near here. And there's... They were taken here blindfolded. They don't have a lot of information outside of that.
All right.
We found a body already.
Yeah, but it was the old body of the guy that used to own the house. So I
The
don't
one
think
in
it
the
was.
crevasse.
We
The
don't
one
know
in the
that.
crevasse was
In the crevasse.
way
It was
long
very,
time
very
ago.
old.
Yeah.
Wait. We found the sword
Yeah.
of the old guy who owned the house, but we don't know that the body was the old guy who owned the house.
Well, the sword was with the body.
Yeah.
All right, the stupid dwarf cleric is going to question whether or not the sword and the body went together.
Fair enough.
No, they're not.
Okay. And because we record at different times, I'll just backtrack a little and fill in a little bit here. Heaped at the bottom of that broken and well-gnawed bones where the Nothic was a half-eaten body.
Right.
That half-eaten body, for the sake of filling out the story, is this man.
It's the husband. Okay.
It is Thel Dendrar.
Ah.
I stand.
Okay.
I
So
sit
it
corrected.
wasn't a very old body. It was a half-eaten body.
Okay.
I sit corrected.
Okay.
So even though the dwarf has been drinking some beer.
The dwarf got it right.
Yeah.
He should.
So does that, since we did not have that quest technically, but now we have spoken with Myrna, we've learned that we have helped her. We have been able to relate to her the fate of her husband, unfortunately.
So they're very happy that you've come. You're there to save them, of course. Well, maybe you aren't, but we're going to say you are. And
Kill her.
Sir Walter Moss
I was
there
looking
to
for
extort
keys.
them.
I told him, calm, serene,
They seem like they're fine.
relax, no
I
yelling.
think there aren't keys there, but it's possible that somebody with thieves' tools might
I
be able
believe
to pick the
Bree will try to pick those locks.
This has got to be a low DC. Come on.
They're pretty simple locks.
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
it.
she got it.
Yeah.
21.
So you gave them that sly halfling
19.
look, and they popped open before you even got your thieves' tools near them. You open both of the cell doors, and you can use the same technique to take the collars off of their necks.
Let the records show that Bree saved.
Actually did a rogue thing.
I mentioned to Myrna those collars must have chafed. Is there any
Kiss up.
healing I could do to help alleviate the chafe?
Perhaps.
I just hand
They're
clothes
very-
back to
they're-
them.
I love that Ferrus is our healer.
They're
It's awesome.
they're very thankful.
How thankful are they?
They like I say, they don't know much about the
that
hideout.
thankful.
They know that there's been the guards have brought a wizard by more than once who has talked about selling them into slavery, and that he has, in more than one time, brought with him some tall, furry monsters with big ears. We don't know what they were, but they were very scary.
Based on the description, did it jog anything in my memory?
Bugbears.
Bugbears.
Oh.
Since we never described bugbears previously,
We took down
they're
one of
tall,
those
furry
bugbears.
monsters with big ears.
Fear
How's
not,
that?
we've already faced
We
one
got
of
one.
those.
Thank you, oh great dungeon master.
All right. So
I like the oh great part. Go on.
So they have
so-
their clothes in the middle.
No, they're wearing their clothes.
No,
they
they're
were wearing the
wearing,
plain
crap
robes, right?
Clothes.
They're very grateful, and Myrna tells you that. Well, first, how can we make it back to the city safely? Can you help us?
I can
How
walk
do we
them back to the door.
How do we get out of here?
What
We
you
were
need to
blindfolded.
do
And we were brought
Exit
in.
Is
through the
hang a
crypt.
right
Yeah.
Exit through the
at
crypt.
the crypt, and
Okay.
hang another right, hang a
Well-
left, and go upstairs.
Well, I mean,
Whoa.
if they, I don't know if they're going to have their clothes and put it back on, but I could walk them to the exit since it's not very far from
This
here.
isn't Walmart.
And I would walk them to at least the front part if they're ready to go.
They're definitely ready to go. She's very appreciative.
She's good to go.
She says that I'd love to offer you a reward, but we have nothing. With my husband gone, we don't have anything anymore. And I could tell you, though, where you could find a valuable heirloom from my family that you could have if you find it.
Are you missing this heirloom? Is it?
Your
It's
gratitude
not
is
in my
enough.
house. It is part of this. A yellow question mark appears above her head.
What exactly is this heirloom?
That's a darn good question. Hold, please. It is an heirloom.
Thanks. That narrows it down.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Slavery, that's all you can do?
An
An
emerald.
heirloom.
It's an emerald necklace.
Ooh, necklace. Her little eyes bug out. Necklace.
So in the town of Thunder Tree, her and her family fled from the town of Under Tree.
Thunder Tree, not
Thun-
Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree. It is Thunder Tree.
Thunder.
After the reason I said that was an undead overran the place. So Thunder Tree and undead became Under Tree. They overran the place, and her family. She tells you that her family had an herb and alchemy shop, inside of which there was a case with an emerald necklace hidden beneath a section of storage shelves, and she kind of explains to you how you could find that.
Was it Urban
because-
Outfitters? Spelled HERBAN.
That's pretty darn funny. I'm using that, Mike. Thanks. But because of the undead that overran the town, they never dared to return to retrieve it. However, you have obviously proved yourself strong and capable. Therefore, granted, two of you needed to be revived, but that's not the point right now. We have nothing to offer. However, if you wanted, you could go find this heirloom that was left behind in Thunder Tree.
We will retrieve it and return it to you.
To return? Who's returning?
Can we ask her
This isn't Walmart.
how far away Thunder Tree is, or where?
It's up near Neverwinter.
Okay, so north.
Well, that's a long
northeast.
way away.
All right.
We'll put it on the list.
So out of what you know, you guys are in Phandalin, so the trip back up the high road here, Neverwinter, Thunder Tree's over there.
Dang, lady.
Yeah.
Footnote.
Well, that's where they used to live. That's where she grew up. That's where her family
I'm going to put that in the low priority.
Well,
Agreed.
But
Yeah, it's a yellow question
put a
mark.
pin
It's
in
not
it.
part of the
We'll put a pin
storyline.
in it.
And are you now going to lead her to the exit?
Yes, I will
Okay.
definitely lead her to the
Seriously?
exit.
Is
are you sure we
anybody...
don't want to keep her as a consort?
Nope.
Is anybody else going? He has a pool boy already.
He's going by
Some
himself.
dwarf
Some
named
dwarf.
Thor.
Bree's
Okay.
gonna rub her feet while he
Just
goes
for the
off.
record, this is the first time I have role played a dwarven pool boy.
It won't be the last. Right.
I'm going to walk slowly down this hall, looking around at the floor just to make sure there's...
Well, hey, make a
Nothing?
perception or wisdom check.
Okay.
Is anybody going along with this caravan
God.
heading out?
No, because I'm fairly sure I said there's like a fire trap in this hall, right?
Bree is not going with him.
No,
That is
I'm not
a
going.
She's
6.
got other things to do.
So I'm leading the way, but
This
I
is the
only
one
had
with
a
the morning
6.
morning angel, right?
You're leading the way as the only person. So
Well, I got them
No,
behind
No,
us.
I would have gone for
Okay.
sure.
The wizard would have gone.
All right, I'm definitely
That's what
not
it
going
does.
I'm not.
because I know that hallway is a hallway of death. There's a morning angel and nothing else.
My feet hurt. I need to rub them.
I'll rub
All
your
right.
feet for 5 gold pieces.
Screw you. I can rub my own feet for 5 gold.
The first taste is free.
all right. So now, because you failed to find
Whoa,
the,
let me roll my perception.
Hold
No,
on.
you weren't
Hold
looking.
on.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he's going to.
Go ahead. Let's see. Wisdom or perception?
Go.
Come on, Ferrus.
Is that a 9? 9 on the
13.
dice.
Okay. Because you failed, and now that you've both failed,
Double fail.
you need to make a dexterity saving throw with a difficulty check of 15.
Oh,
one
this will be
5.
awesome.
Please tell me this is a fire trap. That's
Do
all
we
I wanna
hear
know.
anything?
Yes. 17.
17.
Oh,
All right. As the floor falls out from beneath you, which I will just make a note right here on my drawing. As the floor on that little X there falls out from beneath you while you're walking down the hallway, you are able to leap to the side onto the little ledges and not fall 20 feet down to your doom.
Dude,
Jeez.
you guys are awesome. What kind
Very
of wizard has that kind of dexterity?
The same kind that heals everybody?
Uh-huh.
Dude, you are a dexterous wizard healer.
He is a jack of all trades.
Yes. He is,
I am a bard.
is the jack off all trades.
I think Ferrus
Now-
may be the Superman of our party.
Even
Yes.
with it falling away,
I still don't
do we
know.
have the ability to get them
You can
around
sleep with
it.
on there?
I know.
Yeah, it is specific in saying that you get to the edge and you're able to skirt along the edge
All right.
without falling.
Did
that
I
was the
do that?
dexterity check.
So
What's
we'll
that?
guide them.
Did I
there.
do that?
Yes. Actually, the both of you made like 20 feet of floor just plummet down 20 feet
I think you need to lose some weight.
and crash into the
Just saying.
So was
the
it a-
pit.
That was there.
Pit trap?
It was a pit trap.
Not a fire trap.
That was there. I didn't,
Again, for anyone following along, we just went through area number 3. Here's where we're going to do experience number now. Because we defeated the Redbrands, the ruffians,
Yes, we
And
get bonus experience
you
because
have-
we were the only ones that did it.
and because you
No,
have
you get no bonus experience, sir.
you have made
Yeah.
sure the Dendrars make it back to town alive, and because you avoided or survived, the pit trap.
Divided by 2. Damn.
Let's make it so everyone stays
I
on the
got
same
signet
number.
rings.
No.
Well, here we go. Both Ferrus and Sir Walter Moss get an inspiration point
Yeah.
Right
because
now.
they
I don't know what that means.
They
but I got
led-
+1.
you get a reroll, or for anybody else you can get a reroll. Essentially, it's an advantage. You add a
You get an
d20.
advantage.
You'd roll another d20, and whichever's higher is better.
or you can give it to a party member
Yeah.
of your choosing at a time of your choosing.
So in total,
the halfling.
400,
400.
which means 100 each. How close does that get you to the next level?
775.
Okay.
I have an Excel spreadsheet. He has paper, and he's better than I am.
I is good with arithmetic. English, not so much.
What-
For those listening, D&D is a great game to get your kids into math.
It is good. One of
I
our
have a
first
nonprofit for that.
One of our first recordings, Mike had made a comment
What do you
while
got?
somebody was trying to
738?
add a die
775.
roll plus a modifier. He said, like, live math is hard. And it was hysterical. It was like perfectly timed.
You
and
failed.
I-
I
I-
failed
comedic
to add the
timing
37 and a
is
half that
unrivaled.
we had earlier.
All right.
Let,
We had
us make sure
150
we have these.
divided by 4, which was 37 and a half, which dropped that to 675.
When we beat
For
the
Make
sto-
sure
the
make sure you're
skeletons.
rounding up.
Exactly.
Skeletons, gotcha.
So,
All right.
Now, you guys have... You've gotten yourselves in the spot now where essentially the right side, the eastern side of the map is quote-unquote cleared. Again, using those MMO terms and the dungeon terms, you have cleared the east side of the map. The last place where you had camped out was the beaver pelt room. It seemed to be safe before. Do you guys need another short rest? Are we going to go through that? What's the next step here?
I should
Roll
probably do
charge
short
through
rest,
this.
You want to do a short rest?
because
Can
I need to
anybody
use some
heal
hit
him?
dice.
Can anybody heal Sir Walter Moss?
I can definitely heal. I've used none of my spells. I can heal a lot of healing.
Well, remember, we only have a
You're the
short.
wizard.
No. We still have the spells that we've used throughout the day from the last time. This is a new session, but remember, you don't have all the spells you had.
Right. That's
But
a
he
good
has
point.
some.
What's in
When-
the cistern?
That's a good point.
When
To be
when
honest.
Sir Walter and Ferrus walked them out,
We found some secret.
What's in the
Why
cistern?
don't we take a long rest in the beaver pelt room and
so
roll
did
around
somebody
and
look in the
long
cistern,
rest.
perhaps?
Did you guys happen to check the cistern? Since
No.
I'm
Yeah.
in the cell room rubbing my feet.
We checked the sister
When
we
you
came in.
guys
No, we
walked
didn't.
them
Nah.
out,
Oh, when we walk them out, what happens? Is there some healing potions in one of the wall sconces?
all right, so I'm going to be the lead here insofar as leading you into this. When you look in the cistern on your way back through the flickering light of the wall lanterns, you notice something in the cistern.
Ooh, what's that?
And when you check it out, you find a waterproof satchel hanging just below the water surface towards the back. And in that satchel is a potion of healing, a potion of invisibility,
What?
50 gold pieces, and a clean set of ordinary travel clothing.
That sounds like
Mama needs a new wardrobe.
You don't even know about it.
a getaway. Potion of healing, potion of
Invisibility.
invisibility.
And a clean set of travel clothing.
And
And
50
gold.
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 All right, gold is up
Notice how Bree was like, there was no gold.
All right, so how much does a
Hello.
potion of healing heal?
JJ, a potion of healing is what, a D8?
D8 plus 2, I think. I don't know. It's
Well, you rolled it when you poured it into Moss's gob.
That was like 3 sessions.
It was.
healing, invisibility, gold, and clean clothes.
It's like someone's bug out bag.
It's a bug bag. It's
It's a
totally a
bug-out
bug
bag.
bag.
The only thing that's missing is like a hatchet.
It's got to be. It's
I
got to be glass
apologize.
ass. Glass ass.
I did it wrong. It's technically a D8, but it's 2d4 plus 2.
Well, that's even better, yeah. All right, so where are you guys headed next?
We're headed to the secret door.
Do we know about
they're-
this healing potion that they
I
just
want to
picked
heal
up?
Well, no.
some.
So
We
Walt-
still have 3 healing potions in our inventory.
yeah.
No, but my point is, you, Ferrus and Sir Walter Moss have
Yes,
walked.
we would
Okay,
share that
you've
with the
shared
party.
that with the party.
I also have a lot of
Goodness
healing
gracious.
spells.
Just saying.
The reason she has to ask is because she wouldn't
I would
have.
not have shared that with the
Right.
party.
Yes, you would.
All right,
Wait, how many people? Raise your hand, party members. How many people need serious healing?
I do.
Bree's good.
That's good.
You do. I do.
You
and
don't.
I do.
You don't raise your hand on the radio.
Bree goes, suck it!
Wait, Sir Walter Moss and I
Yeah.
do. So we're
Yes.
all right. So
Remember, your
You're at 1.
circle of healing thing can bring you up to half
Yeah.
before you apply any
That
additional
was
healing.
divine guidance, I think it
circle
was.
of healing.
The whatever thing you
The,
got with channel
yeah.
divinity.
Channel
thing
divinity,
that's
not
like
divine guidance. Channel divinity.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is I can bring people. Preserve life lets me choose one or more creatures within 30 feet to heal and distribute 10 hit points among them to bring them up to a maximum of a half
Yeah.
of their maximum hit points.
That's
So
what I was gonna
who
say.
is-
So I was
Do
thinking
that
he and I could
first.
cuddle, snuggle, and then I could heal us up to half. But I don't know where you're at.
Are you below half?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm well below half.
I'm at 5 out of 23.
All right, and I'm at
Yeah.
1 to 5 out of 20.
1 to
1
5.
to 5.
I lost track.
I
There's
think
a
you're at
range.
1.
Variable.
1
health.
out of 25. So let's see if I can do better. Let me.
Well, no, use that because that's free healing. You don't have to. That comes back after a short rest.
It does?
It's
Yes.
10 hit points that you share. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it comes back at a short rest.
Yeah. The challenge divinity thing, you can turn undead and...
You're totally right. Oh, God, I love having a wizard in the party. All right.
No, you love having a rules lawyer in a party.
Yeah, that helps too.
All right. Thor, his bloodlust having subsided for a moment, is going to get in touch with his healer side and say, "Oh, my good friend, Sir Walter Moss, my patron, the person whose pool I clean, I need to heal you and I need to heal myself. So I'm going to
Bree thinks
distribute.
this is very bromantic.
Come within 30 feet of me so that I can preserve life by speaking up to my great, oh God, I love you, dwarven god,
That you
for
forget his
whose name I cannot always remember,
Very strange.
for 10 hit points that I would like
It's
to
fine,
distribute.
Thor. Take the 10 hit points and shut up.
Right. So I will take 6
Okay.
and give Sir Walter Moss 4
Okay.
All right.
to bring me to a
Good.
total of 7.
So take that. Now, are you guys going to go through a short rest in the beaver pelt room, the storage room, before you go
Don't we
through
have
that other secret
healing
door?
potions? Do we have
do.
enough healing potions?
We do, but if we go do a short rest, you can do it again on the end of the short rest.
All right, so short rest again.
Although he can't heal me more than like 2 more.
That's
Right, but I
fine.
can give you 2 and give me 8.
Which is wasteful. Okay.
Actually, no, I can't. But
I mean,
actually, do you?
we have
are
healing
either of you down?
potions, and
I'm
we
at
can also
9.
use hit
You're at
dice.
maximum?
I'm at 9
Well, remember, you've used
Why
at
don't
least
you want
one.
some hit points?
Yes.
because I'm not at halfway.
Although I did second wind,
What's your max?
which I don't think
15.
counts as one of the hit dice.
No, it doesn't.
But I think I did use at least one.
You have used one. I have used one.
I'll do another hit dice. Why not? How many do we have total?
You only have 2.
2.
2.
You've already used one.
I've used 1.
I'm going to try rolling the hit
I'm
dice.
gonna do another one. Why not?
Yeah, no short rest. We're just going to steamroll through
Are we
this.
gonna steamroll through so I
Yeah.
don't get another hit dice?
Just do it.
Can I get a healing potion?
No, not for that. Not for 6 hit points.
Should I roll? I've not used a hit dice.
Yeah,
You'll
use
pour
the
it
hit
down
dice.
your throat if you need.
You know,
it.
right?
You'll be
How does that
upset,
work?
yeah.
2 die 4 plus
It's 4. I think I need a
2 die
healing
4.
potion.
2 die 4. Here you go.
I got it.
I love the mechanics of this game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kurt, or JJ for that matter, can I ask you, did I tell you experience points after the skeletons? Did you get that?
That was 70.
Yeah, I got it.
That was 150.
150 split up. Okay.
Right, 2
good.
die.
I just
4
want to make
plus
sure.
anything. So 4, 6, 8. So I get 8 hit points, and I
Very
used one of my
nice.
hit die.
Yep. That does not use a hit die.
It is not.
The healing potion.
Oh, that's healing potion.
This was a healing potion.
All right.
So I just get 8 points. Awesome. So I'm up to 15. Heck yes.
And then you can use your hit die if you want. To
What's your total? What's your max hit? Points?
like 22, 23.
I think I
Yeah,
need
22.
one of
Very
those
nice.
healing potions.
Do it.
Because I'm still on 13.
Dude, can I get one?
How does using a hit die work again?
Just roll.
Listeners at
It's on the
home, this is
front
where we
page.
all act like morons and just do the math.
Well, this is good here.
Fine.
You say,
This
who's
is
that guy Kurt who's never played
That's
Seven
plus
Dragons
2?
before?
this is where
So
we
7.
Can I get
cover
one?
That's good.
we cover some of the rules. This being the starter set, it's important because as people are playing this, they should be picking up those
6.
rules as they go.
Right.
Showing that
at
even though
max
we're
already?
Yep.
super awesome, we don't know all the rules as we're starting. Even in a
Right.
group of 5 people,
we have one hit healing potion left.
okay.
Don't waste it.
This
I
helps
definitely-
to show that you can play the game without full knowledge of the game.
Right.
That's very important to know.
I definitely do not know the rules, and so I look to Mickie as someone who may not know the rules, and then we look to JJ as the rules lawyer, and between us.
We figure it
And
out.
then Sir Walter Moss over here just comments sarcastically as we do this.
That
But-
is what I do.
Right. So I use the healing potion with JJ's help, with Ferrus's help to get to 15. I could use a hit die. I have not used any.
Yes. What is your maximum hit point total?
22.
22.
So you get to roll a D10 for your hit points, right?
D8.
You use a D8.
Yes.
D8.
All right. So you get to roll a D8 to heal with.
You should
So
probably do that.
You should probably do that.
Right.
'cause
So I could, as at my level, I have 2 D8. So I have 2 chances to roll a hit die for healing
Yes.
before a long rest.
Yes.
And then at a long rest, I get them both back.
Yep.
And I've used none, so why not roll one?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So roll,
Okay.
roll 1 die 8. And
All right.
you get to add your Constitution modifier to it.
Oh, excellent. Which for me is +2. So for the people at home, I'm rolling a D8.
And he's hoping.
8
Eight.
plus 2.
Is 10,
10, which takes
you
me over
max.
my max, but I can only go to my max, which is 22.
But
Fantastic.
I am back and
Good job.
rolling.
All
And I
right.
still have a hit die left.
So
Thank you, JJ, the rules lawyer, also known as Ferrus, the wizard extraordinaire.
now we're all healed up.
So we have now another short rest, yes?
Yes.
No. Well,
Or
In the
was that
beaver.
not?
In the
we
beaver
were
room.
deciding to not do a short rest. That
Okay.
way we can steamroll
So
through.
with no short rest, then we're going to, in the beaver pelt room, you're going to open the other secret door.
Now, is that just a role-playing choice? Like, why would we not take a short rest?
There's things the DM can do to dissuade you from that. Like, every time you take a short rest, there could be a chance for a random encounter. And
Yeah.
make it so it's not beneficial.
Yeah, and that's part of, especially in a pre-published adventures, there are things in here. And I'll give you an example, again, because we're doing this as kind of a tutorial as well as actually playing the game. There are oil lanterns on the wall for the well-lit areas. Those oil lanterns need to be refilled every few hours. If you spend a long time in one place, chances are you can be discovered, the random encounter aspect.
Excellent.
And if you spend too long in one spot, the realism of it starts to kick in, pseudo-realism, if you will, that somebody's got to come fill the oil lantern, otherwise it's not going to keep burning. The red brands will come around, you get discovered during your short rest, and all hell breaks loose, right?
Okay.
All right.
So we go through the secret door here, and I've just drawn up there. What that is a small, 5 foot wide, 15 foot long stairway that goes down to a wall.
Okay.
So it's a small area that doesn't appear to lead anywhere.
So we go down there and investigate because there's
Hold.
probably going to be something down
are
there.
there torches? You said there's lamps.
It is. This area is well lit.
Are there is there a torch that I can take off the wall and throw it down to see what's down there?
Well,
What is down there
it's
now
lit.
is
We
a
already
burning
walked down
torch.
there. We already
No, we
walked
haven't
down.
walked
Yes,
down
we
that.
did.
Okay.
I'm going to walk
you're
down
just-
and investigate.
All right, by investigate, that would be a perception, a wisdom or perception check.
Yes, natural 20 plus 3.
Natural
Yes.
20 plus 3, a 23 will miss. We're going to, that's what Kurt said earlier, people are going to sit there and say, how can a 23 miss?
In that voice.
Yeah, they're going to say it exactly like that.
Our fans in the Philippines are like, what is
Okay.
he doing?
Quietly and, let's call it cleverly, you discover another secret door on the northwest part where that stairway leads down.
So,
Why
Is
were
it-
there beavers here?
is there another one down at the bottom?
You guys are
Yeah, it's a
there.
staircase.
You have gone through the
okay.
S where the beaver pelt is, beaver pelt room, the storage room. That was area number 7. You have found the secret doorway into the stairwell that goes down and kind of ends in a wall there. And searching that area, Sir Walter Moss was able to find another secret door on the west wall.
Can the rogue check to see if it's trapped?
Of course.
Yeah, Joe cut out for
You
a
cut
second.
out.
You cut out for a second.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're back.
The word down.
Down.
You're back.
14.
All right, 14. There are no secret traps on the secret door.
There are no secret traps on
Do-
the secret
do
door.
you
Thank
Shout
you for
that
watching out
out.
for us, Rogue.
I shout that out.
You trigger a bunch of ruffians who want to come and attack us.
Trigger. It's their trigger. A rogue shouting will trigger the Redbrand ruffians. Any beer from that cooler is fine, Kurt.
All right.
I
So
love how-
I guess
for those listening, the more we play, the more we drink.
Yes.
So I guess now
All right,
that
thank you, Kurt.
the door
Don't
is
drink and drive.
sort of safe,
I'll drink and walk up to my house.
I will attempt to open it.
Okay.
Go for it.
So here's what you see. Describe to me, first off, what is the order and how are you, quote unquote, attempting to open it?
Well,
What does that mean?
does it have a handle?
It's a secret door. They never have handles. There's just some kind of mechanism, or you find the thing to push it, or what have you.
Then I guess I would like to try to find the thing to push it.
And what is the order and
Well, I
give
checked
me
it for traps.
give me some detail of
So I
I'd
can
just push it.
kind of feasibly see Bree going, checking it for traps and saying it's clear, backing up and letting Sir Walter
Yep.
Moss at it.
So
right?
I guess you're right behind me.
I'm right behind you.
All right.
So we'll have Walter Moss
And the wizard's always in the back.
Bree, Thor, and Ferrus. Okay.
So I'm like
you
pressing
agree with that,
along
Ferrus?
and giving a shove on the door, and
We're right
hopefully
here?
we'll get on through.
Yes, you are at that secret door on the northwest side of the stairwell.
This is a big hideout.
It is. Well, it's the
manor.
the old basement of the manor, right? Basement storage area.
I want a
what have
basement
you.
like this.
Me too.
Mickie, can our basement have a crevasse?
Yes, please.
Don't
I
you
just
need
think
a
it's funny that
basement?
there were all those 30 beaver pelts. One ran through.
I would love to
Let me-
roll
let
in.
me-
And,
I mean, I always keep my
Gross.
beaver pelts in the basement.
I don't know about you, but I like to roll around in my beaver. That sounds
I'm
And we skyrocket to the top of the lesbian podcast.
I like to caress it, stroke it.
all right.
The door.
I still want a description of what this is. So when Sir Walter Moss goes to open this door, is this walking through the door at Target, or is this busting through the door and going all crazy?
Well, I mean, he sort of learned a little bit from the last door that he burst on through,
Surprise, motherfuckers!
and so he's feeling gently for the catch, and then he's just gonna like gently, with like maybe a peek through, just to
okay.
make sure that someone doesn't take his head off.
So then give me a dexterity or stealth roll.
Well, I'm sure that I have
Joe.
plenty of both of those.
What? Oh, that's fine. Thank you.
Ooh.
I would like to.
Nope, I don't have any of that.
Wait, can I?
I can't help him be stealthy.
No.
No, wait.
He throws a blanket over my head.
I will defer to the rules lawyer as to when or when I cannot give this, but I have an advantage which I can give.
He has one too.
He does, but
But he's
Yeah,
And
that
he
means
has
that-
one too.
none of them use it. I'm willing to give my advantage
Yeah.
for a second roll if it's permissible.
Oh
to
yeah,
Sir
it's
Walter Moss.
permissible. Yeah.
All right. I'll roll your roll.
So you have to
Alright.
take the
Roll
better
your
of your
roll.
2d20s.
So your
My
inspiration.
inspiration is gone.
Yeah.
It can't be much worse than my first D20, which was a 2.
It can be worse, but
It
not
can
much.
be, but not much.
Come on.
Got like 5%.
5!
Oh, good Lord in heaven.
-1 is 4. I am so stealthy. Thank you, Kurt.
So basically, what happened was you like it's grinding on the floor. It's like, and the door's like, shh.
And then I go,
That's like the loudest part.
Bree just
so far.
shakes her head.
As
Okay.
a bonus action, Thor reminds his party members that next time he wants to give advantage to Sir Walter Moss to tell him to suck an egg.
Suck and
and use his own
egg.
first.
he's so generous.
I am a generous person. I can't heal for crap, but I'll throw some advantage around.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So you're opening the door, and let me tell you what you see.
Please let it be a
First, I've drawn it up there, just to give you an idea of what it is.
Oh, nice.
The walls of this bedchamber are covered with drapes of scarlet cloth. The furnishings include a small writing desk, that's the thing against the north wall, with a matching chair, and a comfortable-looking bed, as well as a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. Sitting at the desk is a short, dark-haired human male in robes studying a tome. He wears a princely mantle of ermine. A beautiful glass staff leans against his chair within easy reach. And he hears you, because you were not stealthy,
Nope.
as you open the door. Let's roll an initiative.
Does he have a beard?
This is
So
glass
he
staff,
has
people.
he has an ermine mantle, hence the beaver pelts. It all makes sense.
Evil mage.
We have come full circle, people. All right, where do we have
Ferrus on an 11.
Ferrus on 11? Thor?
Thor is an 8 minus 1 for 7.
7. Sir Walter Moss?
3.
Ooh, excuse me. Bree rolls on a 6.
Outstanding. Evil mage has a 16.
Evil Mage has a 16.
Guess who's
Shot
getting the
in the
first magic
chest.
missile?
Hey, before we fight, can we try to talk to him, please?
Nah, I think I'm going to get shot in the chest.
We never
Let's see
talk.
here.
I just
Nah.
wanna-
We never talk anymore.
we never. Listen, can we cuddle him?
He's going to totally shoot me in the chest.
Group death hug.
Why
I know
can't-
Wizards doesn't like it, but
Why
let's
can't we
just-
cuddle?
I mean, he wasn't loved as a child. His mama didn't give him affection.
Can I play
He
with
had
his
a whole
hair?
cult.
So here we go with it. I'm pretty sure Evil Mage has the top of the initiative. Yeah,
That's correct.
All right, so we're going to start with him, and he's going to say he's going to see Sir Walter poking his head through his secret door, which is right next to his desk, essentially. So he's sitting at his desk. He looks over to his right, and Sir Walter Moss, in his gleaming armor and bright robes, or bright coverings, is poking his head through the secret door next to his desk, and he says, "I've been expecting you, my guest. I assume you brought the rest of your party with you."
Absolutely.
"Great. It's a shame I don't have better accommodations for you at this time, but please, come in, come in. How can I help you?"
Well, yeah, not shooting me in the chest would be nice.
Do you need your charismatic dwarf companion to come up and help you with the role
Is he
play?
charismatic? I think I'm more charismatic.
So
than-
I mean,
No. Deception, Bree. has the
let's stick with initiative for now. Who's up after Evil Wizard?
After Evil Mage,
Yeah,
comes
Evil Mage. Sorry. Yeah.
Ferrus the wizard.
Okay, Ferrus.
Who's just been poked in the eye by his loving wife.
You liked it.
So you hear this exchange. There's no shortage of volume on the Evil Mage's part.
Yeah, the trappings here in his basement are quite dismal, are they not?
Oh, definitely. Who else have you brought with you?
Yeah.
We go
In
to
other words,
Thor.
who's next in initiative?
Thor.
Thor?
I am here with my illustrious companions, including Sir Walter Moss, because
Hey,
out of concern...
He knows I'm there.
Right. Out of concern for your friend and former compatriot Sildar, who was legitimately and seriously concerned about your absence and asked us to see if we could...
Wait a minute. I thought this was glass staff.
If we could find a missing wizard who used to be a compatriot of his in some organization whose name I don't know, but he would legitimately like to find his friend and companion. Are you he, or do you know where he might be? Sildar thought he might be here in the manor.
Yes, I am Iarno.
Sildar would love to have you come back with us to Fandalen.
There's
And,
no need for me to return to Fandalen. I have things under control here.
Now,
Who's up next?
That would be Bree.
Bree. How's Bree reacting to this?
So Bree kind of like hears all this stuff and kind of strolls in. It's like, so, where's Whitestaff?
glass staff.
Glass staff.
Glassstaff.
That's him.
He's got a glass staff.
Like you said, he has a glass staff next to his chair. He's obviously glass staff.
So, do I recognize him as Glassstaff? Though, have I seen him before?
No.
I have never seen him before.
You haven't seen him, but
he has a
considering he has this allegiance with the Redbrands, it's probably the wizard who was trying to have you killed.
So, okay, so Bree walks into the room and is like, "You, wizard! I have a score to settle with thee. Prepare to die."
Oh, so Bree gets all threatening and stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I like how she got old English at the end there.
Shit, yeah, dog.
I got a score to settle with you, punk bitch, the dog.
You motherfuckers better back me up.
Great. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. We are going to get to something else, but I
So
need
she's
to
like
look
angry,
up
and
one
you've like,
thing.
okay, so she's been kind of like
So
swingy
when-
and moody.
When I first saw that the guy had a glass staff against his thing, I definitely thought he was glass staff.
No, but in all seriousness, like, is there any way that Wizards lets you talk your way out of this encounter?
Yes.
Because I would, as the way I like to play, I would like to talk my way out of this. I like to bring him back to town,
But
make him reconcile
Our
with
halfling
Sildar.
just threatened the hell.
because we have a rogue who had been
he tried to kill me.
Right. But he obviously did not like the way I was going. He was like, I've had enough of you. Next. Like, if you weren't aggressive, like, is there a course where we could have not
That's a
fought
good
him?
question. I don't know. Is there a way that you could diplomatically talk your way out of this and bring him with you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So let's start with this now, because there is a trigger here that if he is threatened, he does something. And I think he's next in order anyway, right?
Correct.
Everyone
I'm
else is
next.
gone.
No, Sir Walter Moss.
Okay, so how are you reacting to her threat? I'll let you have that because I'm keeping it in initiative for now.
I mean, is our mission to kill Glassstaff?
We
or
have
is it just
a request, a bounty
Yeah.
on his head for 100 gold.
Right.
Holly
His
Thornton.
head, whether or
No, no,
not
no.
it'd be
But
attached
it
to his body.
is
I
it
don't
to
know.
kill him or to get him?
Yeah,
Thor
we have
will look up the quest log.
We have two different. Halia at the Miners Exchange offered 100 gold pieces to eliminate Glassstaff and bring any letters in his possession or correspondence in his possession. And then, again, this is just my notes from the session, but Sildar, I think at the town hall, but I could have been wrong about that, wanted us to find Yarno, who we now know is Glassstaff. He disappeared at the manor, and there was some reward that I did not write down for finding him. I don't think that was killing him.
Right. Well, he had wanted you to find him because it was his friend.
They were friends. They were members of an organization.
Yeah. He definitely wasn't looking for somebody to eliminate him, just
Right.
find him. Where's his friend been the last 2 months? I think is what it was. Right.
Well, as soon
go
as
ahead.
she says that he is Glassstaff, I would spring into action and attack him.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Sir Walter Moss, for backing me up.
I mean, he's the head of the Redbrands.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
He is Dr. Evil.
He's the evil one.
Doctor.
and Thor just thinks I'm a lover, not a fighter.
That's a 7 plus
Plus
5. Is
5
is
is-
that enough? 12 enough?
12
Well-
will hit.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
His armor class is way lower than mine.
He's a wizard.
Pussy. You should take him out.
And that's
Thor's like,
Sure.
look at me!
8
12.
slashing damage.
I
8
told you, wizards,
damage.
whatever.
All right.
And then I'm also going to take my action surge and do it again.
Do it again, baby.
Crazy.
Sorry.
Do it again, do it again.
19 plus
Give it to
5
me.
is
Yes.
24.
That will hit.
Plus another 5 slashing damage.
Okay. All right, and then I guess we're back to the beginning of the initiative.
Correct.
At which point,
it's not
Glassstaff gets
Glassstaff
to act.
goes.
He grabs his staff, holds it in front of him, and murmurs a few words, and the staff glows, and he a magical aura covers him. It's similar to what you saw when Ferrus cast mage armor on himself. Okay.
Excellent.
When he does that, he also casts a magic missile at Sir Walter Moss. Now, JJ, would you please remind me what is damage for a magic missile?
1d4 plus 1, 3 bolts.
And there's no...
There's nothing
You
can
just get hit.
You just get hit.
So that's
There is
2.
no defense.
A 1 plus 1, a 3 plus 1. So that's 6. And a 4 plus 1. So that's 5 more, 11 points.
Is he casting this as a first level spell or a second level spell?
1.
Okay.
Level 1.
11. 9?
That's what I have left.
So he activates his glass staff and shoots magic missiles at Sir Walter Moss. Who's up next?
Ferrus. Wizard, counter him. Minor action.
Counter spell is no longer a thing. I apologize.
Wizard.
I can't do that.
Wizard.
So what does Ferrus have up his sleeve for the evil mage?
This is a good
glass
question.
staff?
I think I'm just going to do Ray around. Just kidding.
Seriously?
It's time to
Seriously?
bust out the big.
Time out.
It's time
Seriously?
to bust out the beaver pelts.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know. Ray of Frost is his
That's his go-to spell.
It really
That's
is.
the moneymaker.
Is anyone wielding talent?
Cantrip.
No.
Sword of the Black Hawk?
Of course not. Why would anyone use
He
the
is.
one magic weapon you found in the game?
I'm using
He
it.
has it.
It's just
He's just not
But he's
using
probably
it
just
as a
gonna
sword.
Ray of Frost him because that kills everything.
It's a nice decoration.
exactly.
It's worked so far. So
I'm just
why
gonna.
not?
Evil
I'm going to
mage
magic
sickle.
missile. I'm going to use his spell as inspiration and cast magic missile back at him.
Seriously?
Outstanding. Okay, go for
Magic
it.
missile's good.
It's a hit. It's a guaranteed
Guns don't
hit.
kill people.
People kill people.
Guns don't kill people. Magic missile kills people.
I sort of wish there was a role for
We
magic
just lost
missile.
the Republican.
ground. Sorry.
10 damage.
Heck yes! Give me some. That's
Nice.
awesome.
We were making fun of Magic Missile. Look at
No, I love Magic Missile.
And for those who care, it was 4 + 1, 1 + 1, and 2 + 1.
At
That's
higher level,
enough.
you get to like have additional targets and more damage, and it's awesome.
Okay, so all of the missiles plow into Glassstaff, and he falls limp onto the ground.
that. Sweet.
Wow. But
Thor.
not dead. So Thor
Thor.
is going for number 4, baby.
Coup de grace,
What?
bitch.
Um,
He's already dead.
Is he alive?
He is less than 0 hit points.
He's on the floor.
Yes.
You know what?
Cut his head off.
See,
Cut his head off.
my personality wants to interrogate
Free
him.
action.
Wants to tie him
Cut
up.
his head
We
off.
can't interrogate him. He's dead.
No,
Free
he's
action.
unconscious, right?
If someone wants to heal him, that
Free
would
action.
be allowed.
Cut his head off.
Don't heal him. Just
Wait a
take
second.
his
Let's.
papers.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to huddle my party like Tom Brady with the New England Patriots.
Okay.
Oh God.
And then he's going to throw 4 interceptions.
Seriously, if we can heal this guy and talk to him, is there anything to be gained by a potential interrogation of a guy who we think-
Let's secure the area first. We heard there were bugbears.
True.
He may have backup. Let's
Right.
secure the area
Okay.
first,
Excellent point.
Good point.
and then we can interrogate.
He
Bree
knows they keep him in his
grudgingly
desk.
agrees that that's a
Is
good
there?
point.
Let me
Wizard, healer,
wait.
tactician.
Let me rephrase my question. Is there any reason not to kill him?
No.
I mean, he's already dead.
Kick him in
No,
the
he's
balls.
unconscious.
Can Bree?
He's-
Okay.
He's not
point of
quite
order.
dead.
Point of order.
It's
Can
just a
Bree
flesh wound,
run
really.
up and kick him in the balls?
Sure.
Of course. Bree runs up and kicks him in the balls.
Outstanding.
I
As a
will.
reaction.
Just saying.
All right. It's my turn. May I do a perception check for bugbears in the area?
There are no bugbears.
There are no bugbears. Excellent.
In the room, there is a desk, a chair, a wooden chest, and a bed, and a door on the west wall.
All right. While
Strangely,
while
there's
Thor-
a lamp, though, that looks like a bugbear with a lampshade over his head.
There are 5 bugbears jumping on the bed. One fell off and
down,
bonked
broke
his
his
head.
Now
the
the doctor and the
and the
doctor
doctor
said.
No more bugbears jumping on the bed.
All right. While Thor,
See, we are
having
family
3
friendly.
While Thor has 3 deaths tonight, and with this could easily make it 4, jaunting him into, if not the
What are
lead,
you
at
talking
least
about?
He's
I
already
already
killed
gained it.
In
I've
game
already-
in game terms, he is dead. My point being, if you immediately react and heal him, he would be okay to talk to.
Fuck
But
that.
he is, in game terms, it is an NPC who has been reduced to 0
Does he
hit
not
points
get
or less.
death saving throws?
No,
No.
NPCs don't.
NBC's that.
In general, not a chance.
All right. Is there
Very
anything to
rarely.
be gained? I don't like killing a powerful wizard that we. is there
100
anything-
gold.
don't
That's what's to be
like- yeah.
gained. 100 gold is what's to be gained.
We can always slit his throat.
Do we know what Sildar would give us if we brought him back in chains?
Nothing. He gave
Pat on
us
the
no
back and
reward.
then-
He's looking
Attaboy.
for a friend. Exactly. He's looking for a friend.
I mean,
That's it.
Sildar might be evil if his
We don't
friend
know.
is like the leader of the Red
All right.
Brand.
Bree votes to slit his throat.
All right.
I
Thor
vote to
is
just
going to
leave
role
him
play his
dead.
character,
Go for it.
and he's a follower who is a little self-conscious and defers to the actions of others, and therefore calls for a vote. Shall we allow
Kill
Glassstaff,
him!
also known as Iarno the Great and Powerful Mage, to die at our hands?
Yes.
Or
He
should
died at
we
the hands of a
save him,
greater and powerful mage.
Bring him for trial at the Capitol, which
I think they have
probably never went
enough problems already. I'd leave. Just let's leave him dead. I think we can get enough
He attacked
information off
us.
his stuff.
All right, so it's 3-1. Therefore, Thor, against his better judgment, allows him to die.
Death rattle.
Oh, I
ensues.
hate that. I hate that decision. But
All right.
I allow it.
It's
He dies.
Done.
He is
Yes.
dead. I take. I
He
as,
stays
a happy
dead.
I as my
dance.
bonus action
Yeah.
take his glass staff.
Hold, please.
That's my glass staff.
I haven't attacked. I haven't done anything. I get to. Take,
Well,
right?
once you have allowed him to stay dead, we really don't have initiative anymore.
All right. I pick up his glass staff and throw it to Ferrus because I know that he just killed him, and he could probably use it more than a sword. And then I go to searching his desk.
What was Thor's inclination?
My inclination was definitely to keep him alive and bring him back to Sildar.
No, with the staff. When you were going to grab the staff, you were going to...
I would have thought about it, but I probably would have taken that with me and returned it to either Sildar or Sister Gilnari or whatever her name was, who was clearly in tune with deep magical powers, and seen what I could have gotten from that.
Your wizard Ferrus found magical properties on that sword, so he's in tune with magic as well. It might be worthwhile for him to check it out.
He also can show whoever it is at the town that we got him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it works both ways.
So is that
so
just
what's
to
the
detect
next
magic?
What's the next step then? What are you guys doing? You
Search
are in his chamber, so searching the room.
Yeah, definitely search the desk.
Search the desk because he was working at it.
Yeah. There at the desk is a letter signed with the Black Spider's symbol. This letter reads, I'm trying to think if I'll use a voice for Iarno here because he didn't have one so far.
Iarno.
Yeah. Lord Albrecht, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can. Kill them if you must. But don't allow them to upset our plans.
You feel a
See
little
that
better
any
now?
dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Iarno. Don't disappoint me.
See?
Signed, the Black Spider.
He signed it, the Black Spider.
It is the Black Spider symbol.
See?
It's a Black Spider.
We have no idea who the Black Spider is, right?
At this point, no.
He would have either captured us or killed us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I had a democratic process.
So in searching the desk, you find that letter. In searching the rest of the room, so on the desk you find the letter. Just reiterating, because Mickie walked back in. She can hear me now. You find the letter on the desk, and the rest of the room, when you search, is, as I had mentioned, there's a wooden chest at the foot of the bed. It is not locked. It is not trapped. Hello? Oh, there.
You're back.
All right. And it contains 180 silver pieces.
Heck yes.
130 gold pieces.
That's what I'm
And
talking
a
about.
silk pouch containing 5 carnelians, and those are 10 gold pieces each.
Are they flowers?
Wait a sec, hang on.
Not carnations, carnelian.
What was that last part?
Are they lizards?
5 carnelians at 10 gold pieces each. 2 peridots at 15 gold pieces each.
Peridot.
And-
August's birthstone.
And 1 pearl at 100 gold pieces. It also contains a scroll of charm person and a scroll of fireball.
Heck yes.
And
I like
Get to blow something up.
that staff that was tossed to Ferrus is you identify as identify detect magic. Is that all your
Identifies
cantrips
it's
or
no? It's a ritual.
okay?
So,
So take a minute
little-
to figure it out, and I'll
Yeah.
just tell you what it is. It is a staff of defense. There's a couple things you want to write down about it. First, you must be attuned to the staff to gain its benefits and cast its spells. So you have to do the attunement thing.
I stroke it gently.
There you go.
Well, you gotta stroke it.
That's how
Why
you.
can't you lick it?
Wait a sec, how is this any different from Thursday night at the Schumacher household?
Stroking your glass staff to gain attunement.
She licks glass stuff.
You gotta lick it first.
So you have this information, Ferrus. It has 9 charges right now because 1 was used.
Of
When you have this, you either use mage armor, which is 1 of the charges, or shield, which is 2 of the charges. No components are required. It can hold 10. Since it was just used once for mage armor, it has 9 right now. each day, it regains 1d6 plus 4 charges, up to 10.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
That happens at dawn. If you expend the staff's last charge, you roll a d20. On a roll of a 1, it explodes.
And takes your hand clean off.
So don't use the last charge.
Or take a...
Lastly, as a staff of
5%
defense, anytime you are holding it, you get a +1 to your armor class.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Okay.
This is a very nice stuff.
Holy Lord, can I have it?
That's what she said.
Can I have that?
Yes.
Holy Lord, can I have it?
After she licks the beaver.
Penis.
Sorry.
So we have what you have from searching. You have, for this encounter of defeating Iarno Glassstaff, you divide 200 experience among the characters.
Yeah, we do. Less than a couple of ruffians.
So it's about
Let me throw something out for Kurt / for Thor's consciousness. If you had captured him and delivered him to Sildar, the experience is doubled.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Well,
What?
You will all learn if you play with me after this. I like talking. I like charisma. I don't like fighting.
And we started off that way.
Diplomacy?
Bree had a score to settle with the wizard who tried to kill her.
Yeah.
Now, there's a specific here. There's part of Iarno's staff, or setup right here. And let me just take a minute just to say, we've got a few minutes left on this hour. I want to talk through how part 2 went. All right, and that's how we'll end up this podcast, this episode. But there's a section right here, and just to give you guys an idea, where I have it highlighted here is Glassstaff's headquarters. That's where it starts. It actually, and that's page 25, it covers all of page 26 as well. So this encounter is the end of the Redbrand Hideout, so to speak. It's the end of this section, the end of part 2. And one of the paragraphs here starts with, if threatened, he uses a staff of defense to cast mage armor on himself. So that's really when he starts. But it talks about how he puts on an air of congeniality when he is approached. So that was the start of it when he saw Sir Walter Moss come in, welcome my guests. I'm sorry I don't have really good accommodations for you, etc. Those pieces are actually right in the book. And I was following along with that, and then the next paragraph says, if he's threatened, bang. Well, the next paragraph says, if he's reduced to 8 or fewer hit points, he gives up. Well, you got him to 9, and then you killed him. So he didn't get that 8 threshold that the book states. So he didn't get a chance to give up. He went from almost giving up 1 point away from giving up to, well, not alive anymore.
well.
But okay, so playing it in character, do you really see the halfling's character allowing him?
Probably not. I think part of how it worked out was that he had a certain amount of hit points at the wrong times for the story to play out. However, I think as a Dungeons and Dragons game, it's expected if the player characters meet a bad NPC, that bad NPC will be dead at the end of the encounter. Mm-hmm. So that's a normal expectation, I think.
I mean, we were sent there to kill Glassstaff. So whether Glassstaff was also Iarno Albrecht seemed sort of inconsequential to me.
See, I would argue that we weren't sent there necessarily to kill him. We were sent there to eliminate the Redbrand threat.
Right, and that's where I say, when I said it's a Dungeons and Dragons encounter, players typically in the Dungeons and Dragons universe read something like eliminate or take care of or whatever as kill. He must not live.
Yeah. I
eliminate
agree that,
is kill.
Right.
Eliminating the leader, though, is eliminating the leader.
I listened to a podcast once on the Tome Show or something, and they said, think about Dungeons and Dragons from the enemy's point of view. Like, you're just a kobold. You're just a kobold. And, you're just going about your life. You're not smart, but you're just doing your thing. And every time a human shows up, you're dead.
Yes.
No. Yeah. I totally see that, but,
it's why do you die? Just because you're a kobold, why do you die every time?
As a group, I see that. You would want to diplomatically work your way through that encounter. But, self-centered, Bree's character, this dude tried to kill her. Yeah. So she's going to try to take him out.
I don't necessarily want us as a party to be diplomatic. My personal not necessarily Thor, but Kurt Schumacher's play is I tend towards wanting to charisma, diplomacy, talk it out, and then if not, I'll bash your head in.
Although,
which is good if we all balance each other out and we know that. I mean, I don't care.
I think if his glass staff wouldn't have been sitting against his chair, he'd probably still be alive.
This is true. And again, it's it falls down into Bree, Mickey's character. Her end goal in this whole thing was to kill Glassstaff.
Yeah.
Right.
To enact revenge.
Right. Perfectly legitimate.
I mean, you kill the person that's trying to kill you, right?
Now, just for curiosity, on your pre-gen character, does it say kill or does it say bring to justice? Or
it says on that person's word, the head of the Redbrands, a wizard called Glassstaff, tried to have you killed. You escaped, barely alive, and thanking Timora, the goddess of good fortune, for your luck. You fled Fandolin, almost penniless. Fandolin. And almost penniless with only the tools of your trade to your name. So I could see that evolving into, I'm going to go get him for trying to kill me.
Absolutely. And just me as a player, I could read that to, if he was in chains or rotting in a Neverwinter prison for the rest of his life, I would be perfectly happy. And that's just a difference in just fundamental, like how you view the world, which is awesome. Like, I don't care.
And at the same time, like, since this is a pre-written adventure, like us walking him back to Neverwinter doesn't really seem like something we would do. It seems sort of like a waste of time since we have a lot of other stuff.
I think because it's pre-written, I see in here as, and again, because I can read it, I see the whole thing, but what are you doing after this? You're going back to Fandolin.
Yeah.
Which means if you hadn't killed him, you take his living body with you instead of his corpse or evidence of his corpse.
Well, and the thing is, too, like, as far as, like, metagaming and D&D, like, we're still going to gain experience for turning his body into Halia.
Right. Yeah.
We're just not getting... We're not getting the double experience.
You'll gain a reward, a monetary reward. And
generally monetary reward and an experience at the same time.
Yeah, I am in absolutely no way arguing for my position. I'm truly not. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's a different.
I think people feel like in D&D and Pathfinder, eliminate means kill as an absolute default, and it doesn't have to.
I mean, eliminate does mean kill.
No, but like, okay, so but taking his point, like, how could we have role played?
Think about it as a true role play. Like, really get in the head of your characters in a truly meaningful sense. At this moment, this guy is on the ground. He is breathing, but barely. And the choice is: do I literally cut his head off? Do I slit his throat? Do I stick a sword through his gut? Or do I tie him up, put a collar on him, and whip him all the way back to Fandolin? So I don't care. It's just a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. And clearly the default in D&D is cut his head off.
Right.
Clearly.
I mean,
and I'm just not sure that's the right choice.
We just let him die. We didn't, like, mutilate his body.
Well, you mutilated his body, which caused him to die.
Ferrus,
and did not save him.
Ferrus, being a disciple of knowledge, killing someone who has knowledge is a sin. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, this gentleman also tried to off us. Like, she made a verbal threat. His response was to escalate it to actual violence.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Great point.
She made a verbal threat to which he defended himself after he tried to chop his head off. I mean, he didn't attack until he was attacked.
I'm truly not arguing.
Yeah.
I just think it's an interesting role play.
It is an interesting role play.
I think
you can't take that avenue in the real world.
Yeah.
Well, and against a ancient red dragon, you don't have that choice, right? Like, once the red dragon gets aggressive, like, it's kill or be killed. It's a no-brainer. Against a beholder, it's a no-brainer. But against a human wizard, like, you kind of have a choice.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's take that opportunity and I think a good discussion of how we could have, rather than how we actually had handled the encounter. We are finishing up part 2 of this Dungeons & Dragons starter set with our heroes, our party, victorious at this point. And we have defeated Glassstaff, the evil mage, as he is called in the book, and have the opportunity now to cash in on some of the rewards as well as the quest that Halia Thornton sent out. It sounds like we're doing good so far as a group. The adventure's going well. We're going to be able to pick up with part 3 next. Does everyone want to say anything?
Sayonara.
I'm good.
Flesh protuberance.
My penis.
All right, we're done for now.
Our valiant heroes escorted the prisoners to safety and confronted Glassstaff, mightily defeating him. With the Redbrand ruffians neutralized, we finish part 2 of the Dungeons & Dragons starter set. Be sure to tune in for part 3. Thanks for joining us. The preceding podcast was brought to you by Shedcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.